Well, one of the things that we say is that the way that teacher training has been broken up and fragmented is wrong and needs to be addressed. So at one point, very recently, if you wanted to train to be a teacher, you do a postgraduate certificate in education, PGCE, and you'd go to a local university who would train you in all the relevant aspects of pedagogy and then send you out on training placement to a school. Now we have Teach First and Schools Direct, where students go directly into schools. And we say that there's a number of things wrong with that. First of all, a lot of schools just don't have the time or the expertise to teach them the academic side of teaching. So in other words, they're really getting on-the-job training to be a worker, but not the intellectual side of child psychology, etc. It just can't happen. Well, at the moment, we've got a huge campaign aimed at parents and the general public, as much as anybody else, to say that there are any number of things wrong with the government's approach to teaching. And our emphasis is always on what's best for the children. If you read our documents, there's a tiny amount about our terms and conditions, but what our bigger argument is, because of all these changes and the wrong emphasis, teachers are being driven away from the profession. And so, although we object to things like Teach First and Schools Direct, in a way, they are minor things. If we got the actual terms and conditions right in school, and we were approaching the education system in the correct way, we're confident that teachers would flock back into the profession because it's a fantastic profession. It's the fact that they're being driven away, and we have to address that. And we could spend a long time discussing about all the different things that are causing that. That's not a reason there's a teacher shortage. That's an exit, an escape route for teachers who have found themselves in impossible situations in the UK, who either want to give up teaching or have to move somewhere else. So if you get an attractive proposition somewhere else in an English-speaking school with low tax or zero tax, they're going to move. But that's not the reason. It's just an escape route for it. The big one is accountability. So we are professionals. We're a professional association. We want our members to be assessed regularly to show that they are good teachers. We have no issue with people who are not living up to standards being helped or even asked to leave the profession. That is not a problem for us if it's done in a professional manner. But there's a genuine feeling that at the moment it's a witch hunt. And I, as a caseworker here in the City of Manchester, I'm dealing with perfectly good teachers with lots of experience who yesterday were fine, but today, because they fail a simple observation, which we would object to the way it's being done anyway, are suddenly put on a support plan, and 4 to 6 weeks down the line, they're having a settlement agreement to get them out of their contract because they're on the scrap heap. And the accountability issue is the huge trigger for the leaving of the profession by so many people, and the reason why so many young teachers can't last the course. So it's happening at both ends of the profession. It's all down to this excessive accountability and micromanaging of what teachers do in schools.